Hello, my beautiful little ghosties. Welcome back. We are playing Vampire Therapist once again. Hello, Dread. Hi. How are you? We're just gonna jump straight into it. I also do have a yawn counter now up in like this top area. Love the scratchy violin. It reminds me of The World is Screaming from DMC5. I don't think that I've heard of DMC5. So that's cool. Yeah, I like the scratchy violin too. I also have a yawn counter now. I'm probably going to get a better graphic for it in the future. But for the moment, that's what we have. I will try to remember to update it when I yawn. Okay. Continue. I think that this one's the right one. But yeah, it's been a minute. Let's go, Yawn Counter. DMC is Devil May Cry. Oh, Devil May Cry. Okay, that makes more sense. I have not seen Devil May Cry, funnily enough.
Time to dish with Crimson a little. I gotta talk to some more folks, though. Andy's mainly my teacher, so I'm starting to feel like Crimson's my only friend.
Okay, I gotta adjust the audio things again. It's already so low, but like I cannot hear what he is saying.
Hey, only friend.
That's a way to say it.
Excuse me?
Yeah.
What? Oh, yeah, Crimson. Hey, Crimson.
Are you blushing, vampire?
No, that ain't possible.
It's all right. It's nice to hear from a vampire who's younger than Jesus. Now, let's hear how this week went before you go out there and find friend number 2.
All right, real quick, this client of mine, he had a real bad time as a kid. Well, worse than I did, it sounds like. But he found fame early, and now he's talking about fate and how he's destined for greatness again.
There
Yeah.
are plenty of destined for greatness folk in D.C. I lost patience for it. How do you think you handled him?
I think okay. Honestly, for what I was given, yeah,
I learned
pretty
my
okay.
lessons from the last session. He didn't threaten to jump off a cliff this time or anything.
DMC isn't like your normal games, but it does have a big gothic horror aesthetic. That sounds awesome. I know that there was... Oh, yeah, okay. That makes more sense. Because I know that there was a Devil Man Cry baby. Devilman Cry? I think that that's what the name was. That it was in an anime. Okay, so Devil May Cry is a game. Okay. I gotcha. Sounds interesting, though. Is it like a platformer or something else?
I gave him an assignment to film himself doing something he loves doing. He seemed excited about that.
You're either brave or adorable, Sam Walls.
There's nothing brave about it. As for adorable, well, some have used words to that effect before.
Okay, now I know you're confident enough to get out there. Giddy up.
Oh, if it's going in order, then you get to see, who was it? Mebby? Yeah, Medi. I love her. She's so fun. Ah! Yeah, bad at boundaries big time. She called us a little mouse. And she's like, she's like, I'm gonna put you in a cage, and like all these other things. I'm like, Sam's not into it. I'm a little concerned about it. But she's super cute. She's super fun. I like her character a lot, and I'm very excited for the session.
Here we go. Right to the edge of the dance floor, but not on it. Don't want anyone getting any funny ideas.
Yeah.
Once more alone, I see.
I love her. I love her too. I'm so glad that we get to see her. I love her. I would love to, like, so I mentioned before, like, I sew, I do all that sort of stuff, but I also crochet. I would love to crochet her sweater. I would love to have her sweater, because it's so cute. I love the eyeball buttons.
You scared the shit out of me.
It was the first character action game. Think like Bayonetta. Also made by the same person. Basically, you're a half demon hunter using very stylish and over-the-top weapons and combos, or style you enemies to dust. OMG, I love her. Yes, me too. I love her too. Ah! Sam's like disconcerted about her and is like, ooh, she's creepy. I don't give a fuck, okay? She's adorable. Her aesthetic. Ah! I'm so normal about this game, guys. I'm so normal about this game. Okay. But yeah, no, that sounds like a really fun game. I was really interested in Bayonetta at one point in my life when I was younger. I never played it, but I thought it was just a really cool concept and a cool game, so I don't know, I might check that out.
But you can't shed. You're a vampire.
Also that, she straight up, I think that she's like an oracle or something, because we can feed off of her, like we're able to, we had a whole thing. But she like immediately clocked that we were a vampire, even though we didn't tell her.
Know that I see much, vampire, and that I like what I see.
Yeah?
Oh, it's her again. Well, I was hoping to find a mortal friend, or at least a willing Nick.
Yeah.
Now, what do mortals of this time talk about?
Be awkward about everyday annoyances, be awkward about the weather, be awkward about music. I love that it's not like, talk about the weather, talk about everyday annoyances, talk about music. No, it's like, specifically, he is going to be awkward. She's so ethereal, I'd love to be their friend. Ah, me too. I love with all my heart. But no, I think it's so funny that it's like, no, you are specifically going to be awkward about these things. Okay, let's do be awkward about the weather.
Cold this week, ain't it?
But you're always cold, because you are dead.
That's right.
Yep.
I'm dead. I'm a dead man, as I like to say.
I see.
You see a lot, don't you?
Why don't you tell me what you see?
I see an interesting mortal. Someone observant. Someone who isn't afraid to have their own style.
That is what you observe. It is not what you see.
Okay.
Well, fine, you tell me what I see.
Yeah.
You see the long vein across my throat. It looks very juicy, doesn't it?
Oh, I love her. I love her. Oh, I'm so normal about how much I love her.
Well, now that you mention it, it does.
Uh-huh. Are we gonna bite her? Do we get to bite her?
When consent is given, do not hesitate, vampire.
Yes! I also absolutely fucking love that this game, time and time again, goes, hey, I, like, the characters, when you're writing somebody, like, actively being like, hey, I give my full knowing consent to this. I love it. Urgh, I eat it. Okay. Time to bite her. Okay.
Shucks, that was something else. You got good circulation there.
I see. And what do I taste like?
OMG, I don't know if she's flirting or not. God, do I want her to be flirting. Me too, Dread. Me too. But I don't think we're gonna get romance in this game. I need the people that made this game to make another game that's just... It's like called like Vampire Therapist Gets to Date or something like that. Like they keep on coming up with these really good character concepts and these really good character designs, and I want to date them.
Kinda earthy. You could use some iron. What do you eat most often?
I eat a lot of carrots. They're supposed to be good for one's eyesight, and I like to see.
Uh-huh. Yeah, you like to see?
I see now that you are tired and wish to enter your state of torpor.
Well, maybe I'll see myself out then.
Sam.
That's offensive.
Oh my god! Oh, that fucking got me!
I'm going to leave now.
Damn.
Shoot, was it something I said?
Yeah.
Well, at least I got a full belly. And now, time for some shut-eye.
Yeah, Sam? Some shut-eye? Oh.
Good evening, Samuel.
Is it Maddie?
I believe you are seeing the Ancient One tonight,
Yes!
aren't you?
Yes! Medi is so pretty. She's so great. I love her so much. She is... Let me flip. Please. Ah! No. There. She's 1,804 years old. She's from prehistoric Ireland. Like, she is old. And she's so pretty. Sam really shot that interaction in the foot. Yeah, no, he did. He should have just kept his mouth shut.
Ancient One? She's 1,200 years younger than you, Andy.
I suppose I was engaging in a bit of labeling myself. You are, of course, correct. Still, her age presents a unique challenge. After one lives for 1,000 years, history seems less a line than a fixed point. Speaking of which, I imagine you can guess what distortion an old one such as Medi might fixate upon.
Nosferatu
It's
thinking?
Nosferatu thinking. Medi's seen so much history that mortals can only be one way or another for her.
You are not incorrect. She does indeed paint the world with a very old, broad brush. But her true distortion is more specific.
It's should statements, right? She's pretty locked into her way of doing things.
MILF vampire mommy. Yes. Yes, Dread. Precisely.
As you know by now, we are all susceptible to this type of thinking. But Medi's shoulds are created by circumstance and faulty perspective. Where might that come from?
It's gotta be overgeneralization. She really is basing all her opinions on her experiences when she was alive.
Look, the last time I had a session with Medi was like 2 weeks ago for me, IRL. I do not remember.
Very good, Samuel. I heard tales of her island in my time, but they were never peaceful tales. I am not surprised she finds safety in her narrative. What other distortions do you think Medi might exhibit?
Okay. So definitely Nosferatu thinking. I think... Ooh. Good old control fallacy in there. And... labeling? Maybe? I'm not completely certain. Emotional reasoning? Maybe? We'll see.
Good
We'll
to
see
go,
how that
boss.
works.
Then I will leave you to it. Good luck, my friend.
Hello again, strange cowboy man.
It's good to see you
Look at
again, Mitty.
her.
How's the past month been for you?
Oh, listen to her voice.
Went for a walk, just like you suggested. Didn't like it very much.
Oh, well, I'm sorry to hear that. What was so unpleasant about it?
It's very loud outside, and dirty, and smelly. Everywhere I walked, it smelled like mortal food, which is disgusting. They knew how good it felt to drink blood. Maybe they would not eat so much of this pizza food. There's so many cars, too. I don't like cars. They have hateful faces. They look so angry all the time. Stepped in a wee, killed 7 men, and got splashed by a bus. It's really quite awful.
Okay. There was like 2 normal things in that sentence. And then there's one thing that stands out. What do you mean you killed 7 men? What do you mean? Maddie, please, what do you mean?
You killed 7 men? How the heck did that happen?
Oh, that was inconvenient, you know. Normally I have my zealots do that kind of thing for me. They take care of the bodies.
I'd definitely make the beeline to romance her. And you're right, that voice is heavenly. I know, right? It's, I want ASMR of her voice.
I had to do all that silly work myself, and now there are always police sirens going off, which interrupts my streams and makes my followers very sad.
Why did that all happen?
Because they found the bodies everywhere, silly. I don't know what to do with my rubbish.
But why did you kill them? Why did you kill them then? 7? 1? I can be like, okay, maybe like 1 guy pissed you off. But 7? Girl. It's only 7 dead men. It's not like a deal breaker or anything. It's not a deal breaker. 7 it's not a deal breaker necessarily. But why? Is my question. Like, why? What was the purpose of that?
I meant, why the killing? You didn't happen to make a few assumptions based on past experiences? Why kill a bunch of men?
Oh, Ravi looked at me. I know what mortals who look at me are like. If I let them live, they'd probably try to burn me as a witch. I could do nothing but kill them.
Nosferatu thing? No.
She knows what all mortals are like. I hope she remembers that we were all once mortal ourselves.
Overgeneralization. That's what it is, right? Yeah.
Hold on a sec. You know what mortals who look at you are like. How do you know? Are you reading their minds?
Like, I don't know about burned at the stake as a witch, but I do kind of understand where she's coming from. Look, man, It's hard out here, okay?
I don't have to read their minds, sweetling. I have known manlings for a very long time.
I get what you're saying, but here in this room at least, we gotta be honest with ourselves. Do you really know what they were thinking?
Silly mouseling. I don't need to know what a wolf is thinking to know what a wolf is.
Well, we have two mortals here that definitely don't want to set her on fire. Yes. Yes, precisely, Dread. Maybe she could set me on fire. That's fine.
Does that mean every wolf you see is gonna try to eat you?
We don't have wolves anymore. They're all gone now.
So maybe you can see where that kind of thinking can be a problem. It was scared people who killed all them wolves, right? Now I know that thinking doesn't come from nowhere. Old as you are, I'm sure you've seen some real awful stuff.
That's right. Haven't killed you, though. You are kind, little mouse.
Well, let's lay off the mouse stuff a little.
I'm sorry. Don't wish for you to scurry away into a little hole. Do you want to hear why I feel the way I do?
Yes.
I would appreciate it greatly, miss.
I'm already burning up over here myself. I know, right? She's so pretty.
Let me tell you about men from my time, then. Let's start with me, Da.
Yeah, I was gonna say, this is definitely a kind of similar to the Senora in that, but hers is much older. She's much older than Senora. I kind of get where she's coming from, just a little
My
bit.
father sold me and my mother to a chief of a rival clan for a golden necklace.
That is just horrifying.
Her voice, why does everyone have to be so hot? I know, right? It's not fair, Dread. And the thing is, I don't necessarily want to date everybody as Sam. I want to date everybody as me, including Sam. Except for Keen. The Edmund Keen. I don't want to touch that. No thanks.
Oh, don't fuss, sweetling. It was the most beautiful golden necklace. At least 2 girls' worth. Father got quite a deal, really.
You're using humor, but I'm sure that must have been heartbreaking for you.
It was common at the time. I suppose I should have been glad to be the possession of an old chief. I knew girls who did as they were told. They would have been thrilled to have been the concubine of a powerful chief. But, he was so old. Cormac Wanil, the oldest man I had ever seen. I remember thinking, where is his face? Because I could not see it under all his disgusting wrinkles.
How old was the guy?
Yeah.
38.
Hun. I'm pretty sure that Sam is older than that when he got turned.
That was pretty old in your time, huh? Wish I'd died at 38. Could have been a better looking corpse.
Well, he left an awful looking corpse. His face was all...
I'm guessing you had something to do with that, huh?
Not me. My boyfriend, Abertach. He told me he'd set me free. I suppose he did. He created a delightful poison for me. He said it would make my dear master die in excruciating pain. So, one night I lay with him, and that means I did sex, and when he was pleased, I fed him the poison mead. Abby did what I couldn't, and the old fool finally died.
No?
It sounds as though Medi did her fair share in
Yeah.
freeing herself from captivity. It must have been terrifying for her.
So, one night,
No?
It sounds as though Medi did her fair share in freeing her.
So, one night I lay with him, and that means I did sex.
No,
It
what the?
sounds as though Medi did her.
So,
What is it?
one night,
It sounds as
It's a
though Medi
control
did her fair
fallacy?
share in.
Since when?
You're saying your boyfriend killed your husband, but it sounds to me like you did the real work. He mixed up some herbs, sure, but you were the one that had to sleep with the old man and get the poison in him.
Yeah.
Abby made sure I knew it was because of him that I was free. He said it could never have happened without him.
He didn't have to be brave to mix up a potion. I think the bravery was all you, Medi. Don't disqualify the idea that the person who set you free was you.
You know, I think you're absolutely right, strange cowboy man. I did do all the work. But Abby never let me forget that he was the one who freed me. He wanted me to worship him.
A fella who demands to be worshipped is always going to be a dangerous man.
Dangerous men have always been drawn to me. Must be something about the way I am.
So what happened after you killed Cormac?
The Neil clan came after me and Abby. They found him, took their swords and went, stab, stab, stabby, stabby, stab, stab, stab. But Abby just laughed. That's how I found out he was undead already. Gave me the willies. When they couldn't kill Abby, they decided to kill me instead. And that made him very upset indeed, because I belonged to him.
That must have been terrifying.
I suppose. Mostly hurt. Lots and lots. Getting stabbed is much fun when you're immortal.
Yeah.
I ain't too fond of it as a vampire neither.
Yeah, I would think that stabbing is regardless of your mortal or immortal status, isn't a great time.
Abby fed me his blood, though, and then I became like him.
I don't think
When
I
I
can
woke up,
focus. She's just
Neil
so
clan
cute.
tried to
Just
kill
too
us.
cute.
We're all properly dead.
I know, right? Like, she's so cute. I just, like, you know, like, usually I'm making little funny jokes during this, but I'm just sitting here listening to her voice. I'm like, ooh, yeah. Yeah, I'm listening. I'm all ears.
Well, almost dead. They still had a lot of blood left, and I was hungry. The Neil clan was ever so cross, though. They captured Abby and sealed him in a tomb with some forgotten spells. He's still there, as far as I know.
What happened to you?
I didn't have a future with my tribe. I insulted both my clan and Cormac's clan by killing their chief. My only choice was to be alone. That's the wisest choice.
That kind of all-or-nothing thinking could get us in trouble. If we think all is lost, we're liable to do things we wouldn't normally do. I know I did some stuff I regretted in them moments, and I sure wish I'd taken a breath and stepped back in all them times.
You sound so sad when you say that, funny cowboy man.
I'm all right. I'm just saying, you're a capable lady. You've always got more options than you think in a bad moment.
Oh, but you're just a child. I don't want you to be sad.
Well, let's focus on you, huh? You say you've been living alone ever since then?
Of course, my silly cowboy man. We aren't mortal anymore. We will always end up alone. Why waste my time?
No?
Again, Medi deals in extremes. Long life often makes one's interpretation of life stark.
Of course.
Come on, Medi. You're distorting a lot of reality there. All vampires ain't lonely. Some of us choose to be, but not all of us.
I wish I could have her nails. Like I love these nails. I should maybe get, My nails are so healthy, though. I've been working so hard to just, have my nails be healthy, because I used to wear acrylics all the time. And they're so healthy now. but those would be so cute.
Sure, mortals have a habit of dying, but there will always be more of them. Not to mention all the vampires out there. Heck, I used to be in a vampire gang. Cult. Well, kind of both. They weren't good company, but they certainly weren't lonely. I mean, ain't we talking? Well, there's loads of vampires out there who think like you do, and they're fulfilling their own prophecies of loneliness.
You're being a mean little mouse now, and I don't like it very much. Maybe I should have killed you after all.
I'm trying to help you, Mitty. The world's changed a lot in the last 1800 years. A lot of it bad, but a lot of it good too. By and large, most people ain't burning witches and selling their daughters. That sort of thing's frowned upon by mortals these days. There are laws out there to protect folks now. It ain't like in old times.
May I tell you a story, little mouse?
All right, tell me a story.
It might not be to that extreme, but also current modern day time is not that great
Once upon
in
a
ways.
time, there was a very pretty young lady. Pretty, but also crazy. Like me.
I don't mean to interrupt your story so soon, but you didn't think I was going to let you get away with that one, did you? Don't call yourself crazy. You've been around way longer than I have. You gotta know that sanity is relative.
I know I'm crazy, though. Everyone tells me so, even my zealots. They like that I'm crazy.
You know, crazy ain't supposed to be a nice word. So why are you using it? Why are you creating a reality where what you are is crazy?
You are an annoying little mouse sometimes. Very well. I won't call myself crazy in front of you.
It's a start.
May I continue my story now? The pretty young lady Mary had moved in with her cousin, Mrs. Hultridge. At first they got along quite well. But one day, Mary started acting naughty. She would shout, act unladylike, and even say that Jesus Christ wasn't very special. Mrs. Hultridge liked Jesus Christ very much and wanted Mary to like him too. When she didn't, this embarrassed Mrs. Hultridge. She began to think something was wrong with Mary. After all, who didn't like Jesus Christ? Mrs. Hultridge said that Mary had begun to vomit up pins and buttons, nails, glass, and bits of wool. Instead of being grateful for the free gifts Mary was vomiting up, Mrs. Hultridge said that she had been attacked by 8 witches in spectral form. Now, just so happened that all 8 of those witches lived very close to the town where Mrs. Hultridge lived. Despite their magical prowess, the 8 witches were captured and put into the stocks, and all the people of the town were told that the women did not like Jesus Christ at all. So the Jesus Christ-liking people threw rotten vegetables and poo at the witches. And, just for fun, they gouged out the eye of one of them. Then they kicked the witches out of town and lived happily ever after. The end.
Well, that ain't a pleasant story.
Yeah.
Oh, it was very unpleasant. It hurts very much to have your eye taken away, but I like my new eye. It's fun.
I thought that was a contact. Okay. Okay. Uh-huh.
I was 1,500 summers old or so when that happened. The world hadn't changed much then. I don't think it's changed much now.
I'm sorry that happened to you, Meddy. You're right. Folk can be pretty awful when they get riled up. That ain't changed.
Oh, don't be sorry, little mouse. I like my new eye. Also, the story has a happy ending.
Oh yeah? What's that?
After I had my eye taken away, I took Mrs. Haltridge's parts away too, one by one until she died. It was so much fun.
That's a little morbid, Meddy.
Uh-huh.
Morbid Mary. Oh, I like that. It's very clever, little mouse. But You see why I'm careful now?
I see why you're careful. Me as the player, you did not have to convince me. I can fully understand why you're careful and why you're mistrusting of people. But you can also, like, exist outside your house. You can. You'll be okay.
Yeah, I get it. But look, there's one thing that's different now, and that's...
The UN exists. What we're doing right now, liberal democracy has solved everything.
It's what we're doing right now. And all that time up till now, therapy ain't never existed. We only just started looking at ourselves and the way we think.
She reminds me of Emily from The Corpse Bride. I don't know why. Yeah, no, that's true. That's super true. Also, maybe a little bit of the, like, way that she talks. I don't know. All the characters in Corpse Bride have such, like, a very distinct, like, pattern of the way that they talk.
Before recent times, we only looked at gods, government, and society. The self is a new frontier, and we're learning stuff we never considered before. The frontier can be kind of scary, but being on that frontier means moving forward, come what may.
Silly mouse. If something feels scary, that means that there must be something to be scared of.
Emotional reasoning. Is that what it is?
Now hold your horses there.
There we go.
Yeah, it might be true that sensing something scary means there's actually something scary out there. But that don't make it necessarily so. If fear keeps us from exploring, we can't experience new things, good or bad.
Suppose that's true. But good things are temporary. Bad things can last forever.
But if good things are temporary, then so are bad things.
Would you like to hold my eye?
No, thank you. Respectfully, no, thank you.
Oh, that's all right. You keep it.
Yeah, I'm good.
I get what you're saying, Meddy. I ain't saying not to be careful. Just acknowledge that a feeling doesn't make reality. I know you've been through a lot and you got damn good reasons for being careful. But there's a reason you came to me, right?
Yes, but it wasn't because I wanted to go outside. It's because of my fans. They're very demanding.
Yeah.
Right. That's why we were talking about your going for walks and went down this rabbit hole.
Or, in your case, a mouse hole.
Oh my goodness.
Anyway, therapy usually ain't about just one thing. It's about lots of things. If the problem is your fans, we gotta imagine unlife without them, right?
Yeah.
Don't want to lose them all. Some of them are gentle. They're too weak to hurt anyone, which is why they don't.
I don't fucking know. I don't fucking know. Labeling? No.
Beneath her smile, Meddy has a darker view of humanity than most. Is the only reason the weak do not hurt the strong that they cannot.
Control? No?
Beneath her smile,
You really
There we
think
go.
weak people would hurt others if they were stronger?
Haha, first try.
Little mouse, I've been alive for a long time. I believe what my eye shows me. Yes, if one is capable of hurting another, they do.
They can, but they don't always. You ever seen them capybara animals?
Capybara. Capybara, capybara. I love
They're dang
capybaras. They're
massive
so
rodents.
cute.
Could do some damage if they wanted to, I reckon.
Yeah. But they don't. They're super docile.
Oh, yes! Oh, they're very cute.
Yes.
People like to share animated pictures of them in my community.
Some folk are like that. They just want to sit around and have someone scratch their bellies.
Is that what you want, little mouse?
No.
Do you want me to scratch your belly?
I do. Sam does not.
What? No, I'm just saying. Don't assume everyone's out to hurt someone. Yeah, it happens. Of course it does. But that kind of thinking ain't giving folks their fair shot.
Don't know what I'll do if I don't have my followers. I can't live the way I used to before the machines took over. Oh, they expect so much of me now. They send me messages all night and all day. They need content. God, if I don't give them their content, they'll all leave.
No.
Attention spans are like those of little bugs, but they're not as cute.
Okay, I think we need to talk about moderation.
Yeah.
Oh, I already have moderators, silly mouse. Any major content creator has to have them.
I don't know what that stuff means. I'm talking about moderation in your thinking.
Mm-hmm.
What if you gave your fans only what you felt comfortable giving?
Yeah. And if some of them leave, some of them leave. You seem to be doing perfectly fine.
Doesn't matter what I want, silly mouse. They just want me to overreact to video games.
No?
Again, Mary seems to view her followers as cattle. Are all mortals so docile?
Doesn't matter what I want.
Medi, you're thinking that mortals want only one type of content is forcing you to make only one type of content.
Yeah.
Your assumptions are keeping you from doing things you like, and you deserve to do things you actually enjoy.
You're very kind. I thought cowboys were supposed to be tough.
They can all... God damn it. They can also be sensitive. Let me do it. Please. Will it let me update this live? Maybe. 2. 2 on the yawn counter. Okay.
Who says I ain't? I just don't have nothing to prove no more. Here, why don't we try something new for next time, since going out didn't go so well last time? I want to challenge you to take a day off. Don't answer any messages, don't post no content. Just do something for you and you alone. Take a sick day.
Yeah.
But we never get sick. We're dead people.
I mean, yeah, but like, you know, take a day off.
They don't know that, do they? One day. That's all I'm asking for. You need to give yourself a little space.
Yawn counter! Yes, yawn counter.
Very well. Since you've been a very kind mouse, I'll do it for you.
I'd prefer it if you did it for you, but we'll work toward that, huh?
Oh, I wish I had a big piece of cheese to give to you right now.
A lactose intolerance is kind of a side effect of death, but I appreciate the sentiment. I'll see you in a month then, okay?
Yes.
Great. I'll see you then.
Bye.
Bye.
You are doing well, my friend. I know we old ones can be rather inscrutable sometimes.
She's human. We all are, ain't we? The way
Yeah.
I see it, we all got the same problems one way or another.
Your wisdom never fails to impress, Samuel. I believe it is time for you to follow your own advice to Miss Medi, however.
Damn it. I need to try and like set up something so that it'll automatically do it when I push a button. But for now,
All work and no play makes for a dull vampire, as they say.
she alone is gonna change how I see mice now. Yeah, same. She keeps calling Sam Little Mouse, and I'm like, I don't know what this emotion is.
Yeah, you're probably right. I might hit the hay early and do a bit of reading.
Yeah.
If you must take out some aggression on Hay, then please do so. I shall see you soon, my friend. Rest in peace.
Good night, Andy.
Oh my goodness, Andy. Not that way. Not in that way.
Dang, I wonder how I'll feel about humanity when I'm 1800. Heck, I wonder whether there'll even be a planet.
Yeah. I tend to, when I start, like, the first yawn that I have on stream tends to just, like, catapult into me constantly yawning.
I guess it's time to drown my existential woes in blood.
Yep.
Howdy there, Crimson.
You're sounding a little weary there, cowboy. You getting enough to drink these nights?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that ain't it. Just existential ponderings.
Yep.
That's just my specialty. What's eating you, buckaroo?
It's this old client I got. She's been watching humanity hurting itself for 1,800 years. Every time she expected better, she got hurt. She ain't wrong to mistrust mortals.
That's a tough one. What do you do with someone like that?
Well, I tried to guide her to look inward like I do with everyone. People are people, but so is she.
How do you think she took it?
Pretty
I think she
okay.
appreciated the focus on her. I can't answer for all humanity, but maybe she can get answers from herself.
Yeah.
I think you could stand to listen to yourself, Ranchero. You could have been a mean old Dracula, and nobody would expect anything different from you.
Yep.
Reckon there have always been people like you, no matter how bad it's been in history.
Yeah.
Dang, Crimson. I can see why Andy respects you so much. You done some living, sounds like.
Death at the door can put things into perspective. I get where your client is coming from.
Yeah. Whenever Crimson is on screen, I'm not looking anywhere but just her massive, like, I love the muscles on her. Just her, like, broad shoulders and her biceps. I'm like, yes, yes.
Changing the world isn't gonna happen, but we can at least change ourselves.
I don't think that's true. The country I left definitely ain't the country I was born in.
The wheels turn a little slowly for us mortals, cowboy.
Yeah.
Back in DC, I was trying to push policy to do something about our poverty problem, but the kind gentlemen across the street were pretty happy to make things worse. When I got my cancer diagnosis, that was my wake-up call to stop getting disappointed and start living with the little amount of time I had left.
Working at a bar is more rewarding than being a member of the bar, huh?
She have very strong arms and I love it. She's also very insightful. I know, right? I respect her so much.
Not bad, cowboy. It's got its charms. Here, I whipped up something special for you.
That ain't half bad. Got a refreshing taste.
Those are those cranberries? I can't tell if those are cranberries.
Rose
or not.
hips. Just
Rose
a little
hips,
something
that's what
extra.
it is.
Been experimenting with some herbals for Andy.
Guess old dogs like us can still learn new tricks. Thanks, Crimson. I think I'll hit the hay now.
You hit that hay, Desperado. I'll see you later.
Got a lot on my mind tonight. I think I need some rest. Now, what should I do to relax? I always pick up a little extra perspective from Ralphie Waldo. Emerson, that is. Let's see if I can find a good passage. Bingo. In the woods is perpetual youth. Within these plantations of God, a decorum and sanctity reign. A perennial festival is dressed, and the guest sees not how he should tire of them in 1,000 years. In the woods, we return to reason and faith. There I feel that nothing can befall me. No disgrace, no calamity, leaving me my eyes, which nature cannot repair. In the wilderness I find something more dear and connate than in streets or villages. In the tranquil landscape, and especially in the distant line of the horizon, man beholds somewhat as beautiful as his own nature. Ain't that the truth? Future's always ahead, no matter how old we get. That's
Yep.
enough for one night. Time to visit Dreamland. Maybe I'll see my princess there.
Yeah. Okay. I think that we're going to stop it there because we are close to the hour mark. I am getting sleepy. This was a bit of a later in the evening stream.
Samuel, my dear, I do look forward to our chats. How are you feeling tonight?
So I think we're going to end it for tonight there. I don't want to jump hardcore into another session and then, go for another 40 minutes because I am getting sleepy. Yeah, I think that we are going to... Maybe we'll raid? Maybe. We'll see. Yeah, we're going to raid. Be nice, be kind, but of course you're going to be because you're one of my beautiful little ghosties. Good night, goodbye, and I'll see you next time, my beautiful little ghosties. Bye-bye.